Welcome to FitBody Lifestyle, the show where we dive deep into the world of fitness, health, business, relationships, and the art of living a balanced life. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Greg, and we're here to give you the benefit of our experiences in the fitness and bodybuilding industry, the corporate world, running a business, personal development, and building healthy relationships.
Whether you're sweating it out in the gym, hustling in your business, or seeking balance in your everyday life, you're in the right place.
So lace up those sneakers and grab that water bottle, and let's get ready to transform our minds, our bodies, and our lives.
Welcome back to another episode of FitBody Lifestyle, where I'm here with my lovely husband here, who's giving me a hard time.
I'm not giving you a hard time, baby. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, all right. Give me a kiss. Okay, there we go.
Okay. So in today's Fusion Hack, our Fusion Hacks are our shorter versions where really the goal is to just give you guys some really great information that you can apply immediately. And we're here with the beautiful Miss Arin Cahee.
Hi.
We did some longer episodes with her. So if you did not have a chance to watch those yet, I would really encourage you to, because it's a lot of fun hearing about her whole journey and what brought her to the point of being an amazing IFBB Pro.
Thank you.
Yes. She'll be doing her pro debut this year. So we're very excited about that. She's in prep for that. But there's, and Arin is a trainer as well.
Yeah, out in Northern California.
In Northern
Me and my fiance, we have our own gym. Yeah, CalFlex Reading. So
Yes,
follow
ma'am.
us.
Yeah. So today, we really wanted to talk about the evolution of your training.
Yeah.
And what that's looked like, and what, things that, realizations that you've made, and things that people can apply potentially,
Yeah.
Lessons learned and things like that. So intro.
I was going to say, can we start this with a what you thought you knew and now what you've discovered that you do know?
Oh my God. What I thought I knew was exactly what was not
I'm sorry, babe.
it
You're
at
fine.
all. Like literally what I thought I knew,
Yes.
that I had an ass. That I didn't have, like legit, like I thought that this part, like your tie-in, I thought like that was like, that's the only thing that I can think of. I did not know what an upper outer glute meant. Legit.
So when you were getting feedback from the judges and they were saying upper outer glute, you're like, but you were focused on the tie-in area, which is that diamond at the bottom.
Not even that, but I thought that completed, your back pose was having those tie-ins, pronounced tie-ins. So I think
Which are important, but they aren't the only thing.
Exactly.
Right.
But I think I over-exaggerated that because I'm like, I'd always say, what the hell is an upper outer glute? Like I'm doing lateral raises, like kicks, lateral kicks and kickbacks. So what does that mean? So that is what I would say, what I thought I knew, but in all actuality, not at all. At all. So, yeah.
So then what did, as you started discovering?
Well,
no, go ahead. Go ahead, babe.
Sorry. So the other part is, so what
You're
you
gonna have to
thought,
kiss me again. You keep that up.
I know, babe. I'm gonna get.
Just kidding.
I'm about to get the look.
No, go ahead.
Which I deserve, honestly, because I don't mean to
You're
interrupt.
good. You're good.
So you thought you knew about anatomy.
Yep.
And
Or the
there's
look.
a difference between anatomy and how the judges will convey that anatomy and feedback. And that's not a criticism. It's just the reality of they're describing what you see. Then there's another aspect of this of what you thought you knew. And I think that's a great title for this is what I thought I knew. What I thought I knew I didn't know.
I thought.
Is how to train that piece.
Yeah.
And so maybe talk about that.
Yeah. So when we first, should I go back to a year ago?
Yeah, go for it.
So, I got with you guys February. I did my first body evaluation check-in today with you. 2-day body evaluation, not like actually today. So I did the 2 days with you posing, and then I did the actual training aspect with Drew, and wow. So a year ago, I found that I was quad dominant, erector dominant, and adductor dominant, which made so much sense in my glute bridges. I felt it all in my butt and my adductors.
And can we mention one thing with that too? If you tune into the longer form episode, you'll know why Arin was dominant in those areas.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it has to do with
My
your background, right?
Right,
And so
athletics.
that's where we get. So Arin has a background in basketball, volleyball, and track.
Now you're giving it away. They don't have to watch the longer episode.
Sorry. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
And you were telling us in the car about spoiler alerts, and you just did it.
I know. Do as I say, not as I
And
do.
if you watch the episode about the three major dysfunctions of a bikini competitor with Drew, he goes over a lot of these things
which
too.
I did watch a little bit of that before. Anyway, but so I found that out about a year ago. So when we had found out, like, my training completely changed from what you gave me, and then the Drewski plan was alive. So I don't have like a leg day really. And if I do, I mean, I hit my hamstrings, but mainly it was just my butt. So a year ago, Drew told me, he was like, your training, it's going to be real repetitive. It could get boring. He just gave it to me straight. And I was like, you know what? The little things that you're doing, and it would just be like small critiques on, like, you know, he doesn't like it, the pelvis tilt, because I've now rounded my back. So we're fixing that a year later. But, you know, certain things were just, you know, tilting in because I was elongating my hamstrings and shortening my glutes. So I wasn't really optimizing my glutes like at all. So the goal was just to like grow my butt. And I trained, I want to say, the Drewski plan for about three. I called it the Drewski plan.
I love it. We're going to go with that.
He's the best, man. I would say I did the Drewski plan for about March, April, May. And that's when my butt really like elevated. And
right. It was quick changes.
It was quick. Like, I think I got to you, my glute was like 31.5 inches. By May, it was 34. It was 34. And I look at like comparison photos and whatnot. Like, I was way shredded then. So I'm like, I was like really like developing like quickly off of, you know, the, you know, things that Drew has showed me. So, yeah. So that had changed. Like, I thought I was hitting my glute, my upper outer glute with like lateral kicks and kickbacks, maybe some step downs and some step ups or whatever. But realistically, I think what changed it for me was simply doing a glute bridge correctly, simply doing my RDLs correctly. And there was a point in time where like I was building up in weight and you guys allowed me to do that. I think we were getting a baseline of how my body responded, which granted it did. And then a year later, we're here. I mean, I've been doing the same workout since like February. And
that's a huge lesson, because I know like, a lot of times, and I know I'm sure you see this too, where people just want to constantly change
it.
Which, you know, I understand people like variety and they don't want to get bored, but especially when we are working with an athlete that has a very specific purpose.
And that's us, very, very specific. Like, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but I was telling Troy, I was like, damn, dude, like when in 2020 in the other episodes, when I was training like super heavy and whatnot, I mean, granted, I was like, Troy, it probably wasn't the best for bodybuilding specifically, but you did give Jamie a damn good foundation to freaking like manipulate on.
You did.
So,
well, and in the beginning, when you, as you know, like, and again, watch the longer episode, but when you start out and you've got really not much muscle at all, training in that style helps to get, like you said, helps to get the foundation and baseline.
Yeah.
Then once you get to a certain level, like you're at right now, then it's the fine tuning.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, if somebody's really never lifted before and they're just starting to build, you do have to do a lot more compound movements. You've got to do a lot more those kinds of things. But then once you've got the muscle and you have to be, right now we're trying to be careful not to grow certain areas to throw off the balance and symmetry.
Exactly.
Then it becomes a lot more specific. And it's actually interesting. I was doing a consult with somebody recently who's brand new.
Yeah.
And, you know, she wanted to work with me, and I just, you know, and I said, you know, I would love to work with you, but I think it's overkill for what you need right now.
Yeah.
What you need right now is somebody to really teach you the basics.
Exactly.
And get you to a certain point, and then at that point you'll be
transition.
You know what I mean? And that's the point. Like when you came on, like you just needed fine tuning. Like you had already done an amazing job of building the foundation. Yeah.
But I will say too, like this goes off to what I thought I knew to what I know now. Like I really thought I was balanced. Like I really thought I was balanced. Like I knew I didn't have a big glute, but I knew like the structure. Like I knew like the structure's there, so the balance has to be there. But I can honestly say, which this is a fun fact about training, because I know people love to like lift heavy and train. I was able to not train my upper body for 18 weeks and still get my pro card in that same year because I had a shoulder injury. But I was imbalanced. Like I was yoked, like from the top, from the waist up, you know? So I mean, I totally get it. Like when your body changes, not your structure, but the plan has to change too. As things evolve, we have to evolve. So if we want to like fast forward it to now, like we were saying a couple of minutes ago, December is when like my body, so this is after the pro card, after like the reverse, because I had never really been in a reverse before, ever. This was my first reverse that I've ever done in my bodybuilding career, which it went fantastic because come December, come January, that's when my density had set in. And at that point in time, I didn't know that my training was going to change. So I'm still training the same. I'm still trying to lift super heavy, you know, when I can, because I'm feeling good. But that necessarily wasn't correct. And I totally get when something gets heavy, everything is working. It's not just the one.
Not to mention the fact that
muscle.
when you train heavy, your focus is not on the execution.
Yeah.
Your focus is on moving the weight.
Yeah.
And then so you're not taking it's like one of the things that we see a lot of is people moving too fast through repetitions. And the reason when you progress to a certain level, yes, you can move faster through that repetition. But if you're moving so fast that you're not connecting with the targeted muscle, then you're not going to get the benefit of it.
And you're recruiting muscles that we don't want.
Exactly.
And the same way with you know, moving heavy weight is that if your focus is, and I get it, it makes great fodder for Instagram is if you have 5 plates on a side.
I catch you if you're going too heavy.
Yeah, and maybe some people get busted that way. And
so I tag her too. Why would I tag her?
Because you like all criminals, you wanted to be caught.
Clearly.
You just wanted to be caught.
Clearly, busted for sure.
But you talk about balance, and I do think, you know, when you think about the metaphor of balance, I think about a teeter-totter.
Yeah.
And depending on where you move the fulcrum or that center point, which is not always in the center, if you have a real fat kid on one side and a real skinny kid on the other side, you can still balance that if you move the fulcrum closer to the fat kid, right? So it's going to balance that thing. And that's kind of how the workout thing is there's an element of specificity that takes place depending on your journey of where you need to be. There's an element of volume versus quantity, which is quantity, volume and quantity, versus quality, which the quality always needs to be there. That always needs to be something that is part of your routine.
Interested in changing your life or stepping on stage? Join FitBody Fusion today.
Experience the FitBody Fusion difference with tools, knowledge, and community support to reach your healthy and sustainable lifestyle.
We guide thousands on their fitness journeys, from seasoned athletes to those who are simply seeking a healthier life.
Our expert coaches provide personalized plans and unwavering support, empowering you to thrive.
FitBody Fusion is more than just training. It's a community. We understand the challenges of solo fitness journeys, which is why we foster a supportive environment where members encourage and motivate each other.
Join the FitBody Fusion community today and unlock your full potential.
Head to fitbodyfusion.com to sign up for a free consultation.
And do it today.
Which I'm learning that now. And I did my evaluation yesterday with Drew, and I found out it's not even that I'm quad dominant anymore. My adductors are still very much strong, and they do want to compensate a little bit on certain movements, but that's what we found out. But it's no longer in a glute bridge. So certain things did get better during the year of training this way, but then now I have new things to work on, which obviously no one wants to be corrected. You have to do this, but I find the beauty in that because I train by myself majority of the time. I do have a training partner or whatever, but And I also found out yesterday that because I trained by myself, I'm talking to myself. Like, so I'm trying to get myself through, and I'm trying to push through. So I'm talking, but
You're
as
psyching
I'm
yourself out, but out loud.
yeah, but what we found is I'm hindering myself in my workouts because I'm exerting so much into the breath that I'm not optimizing the movement. So I'm losing intention. Whereas like I could just simply think about it. I could think like you could get one more rep. Instead of verbally saying it, I could think it. So like I have new challenges, and maybe for the next year, I don't know, but I have new challenges to work on or new critiques to work on, so that it'll get me through another year. Cause I'm not gonna lie, like I understand that this is a process. So like, I'm not the type of athlete, I don't want multiple training, like movements, workouts. Like like I said, I'm disciplined, I'm seasoned. Just give me what I need and I'll do it. And when Drew was like, it's gonna be boring, I was like, no. And I'm glad it took a year. It literally took a year.
And that's one thing I would also highlight on this, and I think this is the next evolution of you.
Yeah.
And Jordan, Drew's wife, talks about this. Who's an incredible IFBB pro, and she talks about this. And I will tell you that when she said this was like, this really resonates for me in the most.
Yeah.
Is that when you, especially at this level, at the pro level, when you leave the gym, you should be as mentally exhausted as you are physically exhausted.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is because you've now gotten into the, I pick things up, I put things down, into the, okay, I'm in the cerebral part of this. I really need to be thinking about what I'm doing. I really need to be focused on that execution piece.
Yeah.
It's not just getting through my workout. It's not just moving the weight. It's why am I doing what am I doing? Setting your intention before you begin rep one. Proper setup, then execute. But
And then
execute.
paying attention. Where am I feeling it? Checking in with yourself.
What am I feeling? Where am I feeling it? Okay, hey, I'm not feeling this in the right area. What adjustments do I need to make today?
Am I going too heavy? Is
That's
something
right.
wrong with
Do
my
I need to
setup?
lighten the weight? Do I need to lighten the weight? Okay, I'm not progressively overloaded, or am I?
Yeah.
If this is what my body can give me today, then I do need to have the weight in order to properly execute, because whatever is going on in my body today that I may not be completely in touch with, I need to focus on what I need to do to execute this exercise properly. I'm going to check my ego at the door. I'm going to focus on execution. Execution is job one. Because working out for you is different. Because you are a professional athlete. This is like a data entry operator. Your job is to enter the data. Okay?
You get bored, you want to enter something else.
That's right. No, that's not your job. Your job is to enter the data. And your job is to go to the gym and exit. Does it need to be fun? No. If it can be, great.
Oh, I'm gonna make it.
For you?
Thank you.
I have no doubt about that in my military mind. You're gonna find some way to make it fun. And honestly, that is another level. When you can make the boring fun, then it becomes more tolerable. And if you've watched Jordan's workout, I mean, Jordan between sets is goofy and everything, but she's also locked in. When she trains, she's locked in. And that is just, you need to have that level of mental acuity and mental focus that really allows then your body to execute what it needs to execute.
And I really do look up to Jay and Drew, and I think they know that as well.
Not just because they're taller than you. Okay, we got it.
LOL, dude. Everyone's taller than me.
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
That is true.
Maria Costa's not taller than you.
That is true. She's so cute. But I do look up to them. I think they know that though as well too, because I feel as though that like I'm in that transition right now. Like I kind of felt what you said a little bit, because it's like, it's not like my training's just different, and my training's different in a sense of like, I need that intentional, like mental. It's not even just that it's physical, because like I've shown you I can do that. And even though I haven't optimized it to the level that needs to be, I still am responding, but I can always get better, right?
And I think that is part of the process, right? And I loved what you had said, that you were one of the first 5 people that Drew did the initial our initial analysis as we started doing this program, and now there's been hundreds of people, and he keeps learning and growing and
More
has
data.
new tools to implement. So now you come back for a reevaluation. You know, you've now got some adjustments and some new things to learn, but then he's also got some new things to teach you.
Exactly.
So I think this was incredibly valuable, and I love that you shared your experience. I mean, there's so many little things, like you said, the breath control part. That's something you're working on now.
Oh, dude, yes.
Making sure that you're not lifting too heavy, that you're starting to recruit different muscles.
Yep.
You know, making sure form is locked in. You know, there's just all these little details, and when people, I know everybody's looking for ways to make their training better. So I think there's, you know, some real gems in this conversation.
Well, I also think everybody's looking for the quick way.
I don't need it to be quick.
Right. And that's a superpower, honestly, that you have is patience. The 5 P's of progress: persistence and patience with the process produces the progress.
Can you text me that?
I can, and I will.
I like that. That might be, I like that.
Greg loves his peas.
I do love my peas.
I love that.
Peas is a powerful word.
It is.
Look at that alliteration. All right. So, Arin, tell people how to get a hold of you.
Arin Cahee _ARIN.
Period.
CAHEE_.
Girl, we love you.
I love you guys,
mean, honestly,
too.
we love you. It has been a love affair from day one. And thank you so much for honoring us with you, because you are an incredible human being.
Thank you.
As great as an athlete as you are, as great as a competitor as you are, the thing that still stands out as number 1 on the list is you as a person. So just know that.
For sure. We love you lots.
I love you guys too. And I just want to say thank you for just like taking a chance on me and like my ability to be great. Like, it means a lot. It really, really does. And I'm fortunate for you guys.
That was an easy investment, honey. That was an easy investment. That's like buying shares in Tesla, man. We know it's going to go up, and it's up at, well, I don't know where it's at now, but at some point, you know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah, I was okay. It's like I was ready for where that was going to go.
I don't know where that probably was a bad metaphor, but
I don't know where that went.
And if you like bad metaphors, then you'll love this one, which is to like, comment, subscribe, and leave your review on the podcast, because I got more bad metaphors just teeming coming at you week after week. Thank you for tuning in. Remember the 3 B's.
Be good to yourself.
Be good to each other, and be safe.
Thank you for tuning in to FitBody Lifestyle. We hope today's episode has left you feeling motivated and equipped to tackle your fitness goals, business challenges, and the daily dance of life. Remember to value progress over perfection. Life's tough enough alone. Find the chosen family around you to help you along the way.
If you enjoyed today's episode, we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite streaming platform. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at FitBody Fusion.